welcome to July's edition of Watch Me Suck at Bowling. And yes, you're seeing an actual bowling alley. We are at Leda Lanes in Nashua, New Hampshire, but we're not playing in the lighthouse. We're playing in the actual bowling alley. Will we get the TV side or the regular side? We don't know. Anyway, things may be a bit different, and because I've done a survey and people don't want to be reminded of how things are as this is being recorded, things will be done a little differently. But we'll go inside and get situated. But before that, because they're likely to play music in there, let's go over the highs and lows as of now. In the land of the Candlepins, high single of 142, done at New Palace Lanes, Fitchburg, Massachusetts. Low of 44, done at Masons. Land of the Ducks, 147 high, done at Collins Bowladrome, one of the earlier lanes, 1 or 2. Then the 58 was done at, what's the name? I always keep forgetting it. North Chelmsford Lanes. That's because of the tiny approaches. Moved the pin cam, everything was fine from there. And then the land of the 10 pins. 161, that is it for a high. And yes, the low of 26 is a real thing. Trying to do it to Jason Belmonte, and boy did it fail. And those are the highs and lows as of now. And if there's music in there, obviously, Mute City. Usually there is.
Watch Me Suck at Bowling is a proud sponsor of the hit TV Candlepin show King of the Palace. Watch talented professional and league bowlers show their stuff instead of watching this crap. To watch episodes of King of the Palace, simply go to YouTube and search for King of the Palace. If you want to subscribe to the show, go to youtube.com/newpalacelanes.
Well, under proper distancing from each other, we are allowed to bowl without being covered. Yay. We are bowling on lane 33, which is one of the 2 lanes used on WNDS's Candlepin Stars and Strikes TV show back in it went to the early to mid 2000s. The show was successful. The TV station just didn't want to do it anymore. They still have their lighting here. From what I understand, they're hoping they'd come back. And there's the automatic scoring. We know what I think of that stuff. So, because of the way things are, we do not have house balls because we need to keep everything clean. So the only ones here are the house balls. Fortunately for me, I still have control over my lobs in spite of being away from the real thing. Unfortunately, it seems everything goes right. My practice frame was a 6. But at least we're not lobbing and not throwing it in the other lane. And those are the 4 balls that I'm using. The only thing professional about this sport on this channel. Now, people have said on Facebook, a lot of people are guessing 80s or 90s, the majority of them, as what the first game will be post the pandemic closures. Anyway, and now it's time for those famous words you've been waiting for from a real alley. It's now time to watch me possibly suck at bowling. Frame 1, ball 1. Let's see how it goes. Ball 2 just behind the line. I mean, just barely. I did fine till then. So we're going to start with a spare. And for those of you who like the pin setters, oddly enough, it's a spare to start with. Here's the Bowl-Mor in action. No music, I'm thankful. Put the American setup there, and there you go. Frame 2, ball 1. El Stinko, the bonus ball. Who would have thought it would come this early? What will the bonus be? Well, that one kind of lobbed anyway. Ball 2, a worthless 10 bucks. Ball 3, haven't had to use the Price is Right lose cue for a while on a fill. Seven it shall be. Well, it could have been better, but meh. We got a spare in one. El Stinko, the bonus ball, lobbed and would have been worth nothing anyway. And a 7 for the 2 frame from the other 2 balls. 17. Rough start, but okay. Frame 3, ball 1. Ball 2. Ball 3, gotta control the lobbing. It was still, again, just barely under, unlike the spare part. Leaving the bowling god's middle finger for the 9. Frame 4, ball 1. Ball 2. I don't know if you can hear those loud bass booming sounds. Highway is literally right behind that wall. Ball 3. Uh-oh. Could have been worse. 7. Those 2 frames are a bit iffy. Bowling god's middle finger left alone for the 9 and 3. And repeating the even number thing with a 7 frame and 4. You know, repeating on alternating frames at this house seems to be a thing. 33. Frame 5, ball 1. Ball 2, the king refused to bow. Got him for the spare. Let's see if we can make it count this time. Frame 6, ball 1. El Stinko, the bonus ball. What will the bonus be? Another 0 lobbed? El Stinko stinks. Ball 1. Ball 2. After the fill in frame 5, I have tied my low score at Masons. Ball 3. Found the hole for 7. Like I said, for some reason in this house, every other frame seems to repeat. Got the spare in 5. Unfortunately, here's the repeat, a 7 in an even frame. And El Stinko, the bonus ball, only gave us 1. 51. Frame 7, ball 1. Ball 2, welcome to Masons. Ball 3, well, this stinks. Down the toilet we go with a 6. Frame 8, ball 1. I guess we can kiss a good game goodbye. Ball 2, for the casual bowlers, average skill is 90, so 80 to 110. 80 to 100 is considered average ability. Probably not happening. Then again, we've been away. Ball 3, the way this has been going, this is probably a stinker. And it is, it's only a 5. Oh, those 2 frames totally sucked and pretty much ruined the whole thing. Got a 6 and 7. And a 5 and 8. Yep. 62. Looks like we're not going to hit the bottom end of average. Frame 9, ball 1. Then again, like I said, we've been away. I expected it. I did not expect a strike, though. Last frame, ball 1. Even if we don't hit 80, we still, in spite of the gap, managed to keep the strike streak going. 2 El Stinko the bonus balls. What will they add up to? I've got double strikes at Putnam's because it's Putnam's, Acton because it's a grease pit, Brian's Bowl Away, which is a hard place, and of all places, Masons, and New Palace, which you think would be one of the first, one of the last. Can we put Leda there? Probably not, but let's see what we can do. Ball 2, the bonus rides on this, you can get a spare, the Emily, which is nothing in ball 1, everything in 2. Hey, we got a strike. Well, 5's better than nothing. Ball 3. For those of you who guessed 80s for the first game coming back, you win absolutely nothing, but you're right. And screw job for an 8. After a couple of rough frames, and the strike that keeps the streak alive after all these months, I did manage to do halfway decent for my ability. Got an 85. Yeah, that hurt right there. We probably could have hit 90s if that didn't happen. But like I said, we've been away a very, very long time. And that concludes week 1 of 4 for the month of July's edition of Watch Me Suck at Bowling, coming to you from Leda Lanes. This is George F551 saying, hope you enjoyed and have a good one.